Good thing or bad thing? I'm trying to watch Boom, the latest installment of Doctor Who, and all I'm getting is a little blue circle of doom. Yes, the technology started to work about 15 minutes late, but it was worth it. And boom, just like that, it started working. So I've moved from the comfortable chair where I was watching the show to the chair where I make judgment. Steven Moffat has returned with a boom. And this is an interesting episode of Doctor Who, particularly for people who are new to Doctor Who, which would be a lot of the Disney Plus viewers around the world, because it takes the Doctor and Ruby, the companion, into a different space. Literally, obviously, time as well, perhaps. But it's a very intense story, and it is very geographically confined to the one incident, which I think anybody who's seen the trailer or the promos understands that it's a matter of life and death, with the Doctor having his foot on a landmine for most of the show. Now, I'll admit, it nearly lost me about 10 minutes in. I thought, oh, this is perhaps not a story I'm going to enjoy. But in fact, it was a story I liked very much, although, enjoy when it's covering issues of the big issues of life and death and beyond. And I can see the point in it where the haters are going to hate. Sorry to keep bringing this up again, but all I would say to those people who aren't happy sort of about a third into the show is stick with it, because the way it resolves, I think, is very satisfying for everybody in terms of what the show is saying. Now, the other thing I noticed about it is that this may have been a show or a script that Steven Moffat, the former showrunner, had in his back pocket. And the reason I say that is because while we've seen episodes that really only Ncuti Gatwa and Millie Gibson could have done, I could see this story playing out for any of the Doctors and their companion. It's a story that is not unique to the Ncuti Gatwa version of the Doctor. It's about the Doctor. Does that make any sense at all? Perhaps not. But you wait and see. But what the certain things is, while there are elements that advance the overarching story of Ruby Sunday, there are also one or two things that call back to Steven Moffat's earlier scripts, and particularly his first outing as showrunner back in the Matt Smith era. So, there's always little surprises there. I'm not a great one for identifying Easter eggs, but other people will do that, and this will come up for sure. So it's a show with heart. It's a show with tension. It's edge of the seat stuff. It's, because you always know it's going to turn out all right, but you also know that it's not going to turn out all right for every character in it. And there's a very small cast here. We also have the other thing that people might want to do is spot the Susan Twist appearance, and it's not very hard to do this time. Susan Twist being the actor who's been in every episode so far as a different character, and this being part of Russell T Davies, the showrunner's grand plan, whatever that may be. It must be nice for her to know that to have known at the time, because these are all made 12 to 18 months ago that she was going to pop up again next week and next week. What an exciting thing to do. I'd like to see an interview with her and know how she fitted into the whole thing. But I guess she's she's not contractually obliged to say very little at the moment. But good on her. As I say, so we've got this story that works on its own level with a lot of heart, and then we also have the overarching story just advancing that little bit more. I liked it. As I say, there are people who will find fault with it. There are people who say, well, I preferred the happy one last week. I've got to admit that The Devil's Court is one of my all-time favorite Doctor Who episodes. I had to go back and watch it again, which I don't do a lot, but particularly in a very short space of time. I don't know that I'll be watching Boom again very soon, but I probably will down the track. Anyway, my thoughts. What were yours? Do you think Steven Moffat has returned with a bang or with a damp squib? Let me know in the comments. Also, please like, subscribe. It hurts you not at all. It helps me a lot as I try to build this channel. And most of all, enjoy yourself. Have a look around this site, and maybe you'll find other videos from me that you'll enjoy as well. Who knows? Bye for now.